Richmond, we all adore that these teams get one last score before the chase. Can they endure? The time is now, or nevermore.
It's been interesting to watch Denny Hamlin, especially down turns 1 and 2. He's moved up the racetrack some because the entire night he's been really right on that yellow line, and that's where he's been beating everybody. But he's moved up the track, and it's helped him get a little bit more of a run off the corner. But he's going to open up that bottom side for Kyle to dive in there one time.
Here comes Kyle. Dive in the corner.
He's just diving down in the corner, really using the brakes to his advantage. And like you said, Dale, the styles are so much different.
Yeah.
But it does make Denny pretty vulnerable on that corner entry where you could, they could make contact.
Rudiman is already 1 lap down. That'll put him 2 down in 19th position.
As we watch Kyle make this charge, trying to win this race, give you a little nugget. Since we're getting ready for the chase, he's going to be in it. We've run on 8 of the 10 tracks so far this year, and Kyle Busch has scored more points than any other driver on those 8 tracks. Yeah, it looks like Denny's might be sliding the nose of his car just a little bit down in the center of the corner, something we haven't seen much of tonight. That's allowing Kyle to get to that bumper.
There.
Taking a peek.
Right there.
Can't get it done there. Heading down into 3. Here, let's go on board, and that's the view right on the bumper.
I'm telling you, literally on the bumper.
Got to hand it to Denny Hamlin, though. He's handled this with a lot of poise, not really overdriving his car any.
Yeah, give Tony Stewart some credit right there, too. He just got out of the way. He knows he's not in the mix. That's kind of a deal he would like to have when he's in that situation, so these guys will remember that.
Tony, the winner last week, right now put a lap down in 16th position.
These brakes are really hot. The 11s are glowing red.
They're not saving anything now. It's only 13 laps to go.
Joey Logano, we told you he was also on the move, the 3rd Joe Gibbs machine. He is in 5th right now, trying to take the spot for 4th, and he's got it.
I'm telling you, it's a shame. I don't want to see a caution for anybody, but it was a shame that Joey Logano didn't get that opportunity to get up there and show. He's had the fastest car for about the last 120 laps.
Well, you see that 18's backed off. So either he has, that's all he had, or whether he might be trying to save for the last few laps he can make a run at Denny, but he's definitely fallen off the back bumper.
I ran him down a little bit, but it was fun. I mean, it was an awesome race there, trying to chase him down, trying to get the win, and do it clean, do it like teammates should. And I just burned it up that much too fast. I felt like I just needed a little bit more, especially exited the corners. I didn't have enough forward bite as much as Denny did.
8 laps remaining here at Richmond. The final race before the chase. The #1 seed at stake. And for Clint Boyer, a chance to be that 12th and final member. And it looks like right now he's going to make it because he is running safely in the 6th position.
With Denny Hamlin, I tell you, he never blinked whenever he saw Kyle Busch right there on his bumper, never made one bobble. He's run an incredibly smooth race tonight.
Yeah, it really is. And this is a place that's easy to overdrive the corner when you're sitting there looking at the guy, knowing that he's coming hard at you into these corners. And as you said, Denny did not make a mistake at all.
Denny going underneath Brad Keselowski. Keselowski gives him plenty of room. And Keselowski now 15th place, meaning 14 cars are now on the lead lap.
We talked about the 20-point swing it could have been if Kyle could get by, but just think, now Denny Hamlin putting himself atop with the chase here. He's going to be the #1 seed if he can hang on here for these next 6 laps.
And 5 laps to go. They're going to seem awfully long to Denny Hamlin and very short for Kyle Busch because there's not much more he can do it.
Hamlin has to feel really good about his race team. They had a solid race car last week. We're leading a lot of laps. The only downside, Andy, is the thing that kind of bit them in the chase last year were mechanical failures.
Yeah, and mistakes. They made a couple of mistakes too, but I think they're really poised to make a run for this title, and this might be the year for them.
What a turnaround from last week at Atlanta. And remember, Hamlin has won 3 of the last 6 short track races.
It was a game of patience. I just knew I had to keep the rear tires on me. I just pretended, that I knew how many laps we had to go to the green, go to the finish. And if the A-team was going to get around us, then I knew I was going to have something left for the end. So I just was patient and kept the rear tires on it. That's the best I can say. But just feels great to get this win.
Kyle has nothing left for Denny Hamlin. And we are going to tie, unless something happens here, just 3 cautions. That's the fewest we've ever had. And I don't mean to jinx it, but there's only 2 laps to go.
And one of those was for rain. So,
and the truth is, we went into tonight thinking that with everything at stake, as far as those 10 extra bonus points, we'd see a lot of fender banging, especially late in this race, and it just hasn't materialized because these guys have been racing mean, clean, and green.
Well, the cars have been driving good as we had in that last lap, and this racetrack gives them a lot of room to race on.
Less than 3/4 of a mile, and you're looking at the number 1 seed, Denny Hamlin, because he will take over that spot with the 10 bonus points. Down into turn number 3 for the last time. Matt Kenseth right in front of him there, and around the corner, and he'll be looking at the checker flag for his 6th win. Kyle Busch comes home in 2nd.
Joe Gibbs can breathe again.
He is breathing again. Jimmie Johnson in 3rd. Joey Logano will come home in 4th. Marcus Ambrose, a great run in 5th.
Let him influence me, man.
We've done it for 26 weeks. We beat them, and hopefully we can beat them for 10 more.